What would you recommend for people that are in states they don't have their real ID yet? What is your advice to them? What should they do?
So if you, so two things. One, if they have their real ID, and one, if they don't have their real ID. If they don't have a real ID, then they should never get one, ever.
Okay.
And if they are afraid about flying, they should go get a passport or a passport card. There are actually 16 different identification cards that are allowed by the TSA, and you can just look up acceptable identification TSA and you will find them all. You can also go to refuserealid.org and we have a link to those 16 different identifications. Get yourself a passport, get yourself a passport card at the very same time. Refuse the Real ID at all costs because they are setting up the system, the biometric digital control system, essentially bars, prison bars for all of us, and this net is closing, and we must stop them from doing it. So that's the most important thing that you can do. You should tell your state legislators and your members of Congress. So I have been to Washington, D.C., and they're like, 3 months ago, they said, we're not hearing from anybody. I said, we're going to change that. We're going to change that because it's all about freedom. We will not have freedom if we have a national ID card that can track us everywhere and control what we can and cannot do. And so you need to talk to your state legislators. You need to talk to members of Congress. And if you go to refuserealid.org, we also have just a place you can click on and just send some automated messages to your members of Congress. And please use social media. This is one of the best things. Share our documents on social media. We have, and I think that was being showed there at refuserealid.org.
Yeah.
Here's 7 reasons to repeal, but there's also the make a switch. So we have instructions to help you if you have a real ID to get out of the real ID. Now, unfortunately, I just heard from somebody in Indiana. Yeah, that's the one right there.
Yeah.
I just heard from somebody in Indiana who went to the DMV and they were told, well, yes, if you never had a real ID before, we'd let you have a standard driver's license. But now that you have one, we won't let you. So that, I don't believe they have any legal reason or rationale for that. But this is the DMVs going rogue, trying to push everybody into the real ID.
All right, Twila, thank you so much for your incredible work. I know you're in Washington, D.C., putting your money where your mouth is, as they say, and meeting with your representatives right now and our national representatives to get to the bottom of this. Everybody get involved. Go to refusetherealid.org right now. Share this information. Reach out to your representatives. This is that moment. This is what really essentially the MAHA movement is about, right? Getting involved. We are involved. The government is listening to us. We want to show pushback. We want their phones ringing off the hook. That's how you make a difference. That's what makes change, not because you elected some official that's going to go in and do this job for you. You have the voice. You have the power. Twila, thank you so much for this incredible information. We have a very active audience. I know that they're going to get involved today and start pushing and backing you up in the work you're doing. Thank you for doing it.
Thank you so much, Joe.
And get over here to Texas. Help me go and knock down the walls here, the state capitol.
Will
all right?
do.
Okay. Take care.